Today, we're diving into 10 mind-blowing psychology facts that will change your perspective on the world. Fasten your seatbelts, because we're about to launch into a world of fascinating insights. Our first stop is change blindness. Imagine watching a busy street scene filled with the hustle and bustle of daily life, and missing a giant inflatable gorilla walking through. It sounds impossible, right? Studies show many people miss such dramatic changes even when they happen right in front of them. This phenomenon occurs when their attention is focused elsewhere, like on their phones or conversations. This isn't about poor eyesight, it's about how our brains filter overwhelming information. Our brains are constantly bombarded with sensory input. We focus on what seems important, filtering out what we deem irrelevant, often missing subtle changes in our peripheral vision. These changes can be significant, yet they go unnoticed. Change blindness reveals that our perception of reality is a construct, a carefully curated experience, built by our brains based on incomplete information. Our minds fill in the gaps, creating a seamless narrative. So next time you're in a busy place, take a moment to look around. Remember, what you think you see isn't always the full picture. There might be more happening than meets the eye. It makes you wonder, what else are we missing? How much of our daily experience is shaped by what we fail to notice? This isn't just about missing a gorilla in a crowd. It's about understanding the limitations of our perception. Our brains are incredible at focusing on tasks, but this focus comes at a cost. We miss out on details, sometimes crucial ones, because our attention is elsewhere. This selective attention is a survival mechanism, helping us navigate a complex world. Ever walk into a room and instantly feel the energy? That's emotional contagion. Emotions spread from person to person like a virus. We are hardwired to pick up on and respond to the emotional cues of those around us. If someone is happy, we feel happier. If someone is stressed, we feel stressed. This highlights the importance of our social circles and the energy we surround ourselves with. By recognizing emotional contagion, we can protect our own emotional well-being. Remember, emotions are contagious, so choose your company wisely and spread the good vibes. Ever felt like everyone was staring at your giant zit, or noticed your nervousness during a presentation? It's a common feeling, isn't it? You walk into a room and suddenly, it feels like all eyes are on you, scrutinizing every little detail. That pimple on your forehead feels like a beacon, and your shaky hands during a presentation seem like they're on display for the world to see. That's the illusion of transparency. It's a psychological phenomenon where we believe our emotions and thoughts are more apparent to others than they actually are. We think our nervousness, embarrassment, or excitement is written all over our faces. But in reality, people are often too caught up in their own worlds to notice. We overestimate how much our internal states are perceived by others. This overestimation can make us feel vulnerable and exposed, as if our inner turmoil is on full display. But the truth is, most people are too busy thinking about their own concerns to pay much attention to ours. People are far less attuned to our subtle cues than we imagine. They might not notice the slight tremor in your voice or the tiny bead of sweat on your forehead. They're likely more focused on their own thoughts, conversations, and activities. This illusion can lead to social anxiety and prevent us from taking risks. We might avoid speaking up in meetings, shy away from social gatherings, or hesitate to share our ideas, all because we fear judgment that isn't actually there. Understanding this can be liberating, reminding us that people aren't paying as much attention to us as we think. When we realize that others are not scrutinizing our every move, we can start to let go of some of that anxiety and self-consciousness. Social proof, the power of the crowd. Picture this. You see a crowd looking up and you look up too. That's social proof. We look to others' behavior to determine our own actions, especially in ambiguous situations. Marketers use testimonials and reviews to leverage our desire to follow the crowd. Knowing about social proof helps us become more conscious consumers and decision makers. Question the herd mentality and think for yourself. Just because everyone's doing it doesn't mean it's the right choice for you. Decision fatigue. Our brains get tired too. After a long day of making decisions, even simple choices feel overwhelming. That's decision fatigue. Our brains get fatigued from making too many decisions, especially complex ones. As our mental energy dwindles, our ability to make sound decisions declines. Understanding decision fatigue helps us make better choices by allocating our decision-making energy wisely. Make important decisions when your mind is fresh and simplify your life by minimizing unnecessary choices. Remember, our brains need a break too. The Dunning-Kruger effect. Ignorance is bliss, but also overconfidence. Ever meet someone incompetent yet convinced of their brilliance? That's the Dunning-Kruger effect. Those with low ability overestimate their skills, while those with high ability often underestimate theirs. This happens because the skills needed to be good at something are the same ones needed to assess competence. Understanding this effect encourages us to approach learning with humility. Acknowledge that we all have areas to grow and improve. Next time you're feeling overly confident, ask yourself if you're falling prey to the Dunning-Kruger effect. Imagine watching a movie and a message flashes on the screen too quick to register. That's subliminal messaging. It bypasses critical thinking and appeals to the subconscious, influencing thoughts and behaviors. While its effectiveness is debated, our brains can process information below conscious awareness. Subliminal messaging shapes preferences and influences decisions. Pay attention to hidden messages that might be subtly shaping your thoughts and desires. The placebo effect. The power of belief. Imagine being given a sugar pill, told it's a painkiller, and experiencing pain relief. This phenomenon, known as the placebo effect, is a powerful testament to the influence of our minds over our bodies. It's fascinating to think that something as simple as a belief can lead to real, tangible changes in our physical state. That's the placebo effect. Our expectations and beliefs about a treatment can impact our physiological responses. When we believe that a treatment will work, our brain can release chemicals like endorphins, which are natural painkillers. This isn't just a trick of the mind, it's a real, measurable response that can be observed in the body. Studies have shown that even when people know they are taking a placebo, they can still experience relief. This suggests that the act of taking a pill, the ritual itself, can be enough to activate the brain's healing mechanisms. The halo effect, judging a book by its cover. Ever formed a positive impression based on appearance or charisma? That's the halo effect. Our overall impression influences how we judge specific attributes. This bias leads to unfair advantages and disadvantages in various aspects of life. Be aware of the halo effect and strive to be more objective in your judgments. Cognitive dissonance. When beliefs and actions collide. Ever felt uncomfortable holding contradictory beliefs? That's cognitive dissonance. It's a state of mental tension our brains avoid by changing beliefs or justifying actions. Cognitive dissonance shapes our beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors. It can lead us to defend actions we know are wrong and resist new information. Understanding cognitive dissonance helps us become more aware of our biases. Embrace the discomfort as an opportunity for self-reflection and growth. And there you have it. We've explored 10 mind-blowing psychology facts revealing the hidden forces shaping our thoughts, feelings, and actions. If you enjoyed this journey, like, share, and subscribe for more incredible content. Until next time, keep exploring the universe within.